That was Magic and Rude, and that was their debut single. It got to number 1 on the singles chart on this day in 2014. 8.6 million units that sold, Howard.
That's
Have you ever sold that many records?
No. Not personally, no, but there again, I haven't tried, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think breaking records here in the allotment must be our Tanya Anderson, because we're standing beside a field of corn. Well, a patch of corn.
A block.
I didn't know you could grow this on the Isle of Man.
Oh yeah, there's you can grow corn, but it's kind of hit or miss depending on the summer. And then this year I'm growing a variety called Fisher's Earliest that I ordered in from the States. In my basically trying to get a crop out of them before the Manx summer comes to the end. And they seem to be doing all right. I can see some ears on them, and hopefully they'll be plumping up soon enough.
And you've got to do them, you see. You were saying you've tried them before.
I did try once.
Tanya's got it dead right here. You put it into this block system, so you put it into a square, and the idea is then that they all cross-fertilise each other, and you actually get the flowers to germinate, and you get your cobs.
Gosh, he really knows.
But if you put it in a long row,
about.
it just doesn't work the same way. And I must admit, having said all that, I've never managed to grow any decent corn at all, but I know that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, the corn is actually wind pollinated, so that's why you want to have it in a block, so that the wind blows this onto all the other plants, whereas if you have them in a row, you can miss a lot of the plants that way. So that's the trick with it.
It is.
With planting it.
Wow, and the other thing that I've noticed in the allotment today, something we touched on at the top of the show, there are so many butterflies. It's beautiful. There's a whole scutch of them over there, and I'm sure they're going to be with us for the rest of the afternoon. There are also some plants in netting here. Tell us about this, Tanya.
I have quite a few berry bushes on this side of the allotment, and one thing that I've been struggling with for quite a long time is birds eating all of the blueberries before I have a chance to pick them. And I heard this tip off of another gardener to actually wrap the plants in veggie mesh, which is also called Enviro Mesh. And you put it as a cover over your carrots generally. And it seems to be doing the trick. So you can see each one of the bushes are covered in it, and it's easy to unwrap and then just pick the berries once they're ripe. And I thought that we could try some right now too.
That's not a bad idea. And in the good old days, I've never grown blueberries in my life, but in the good old days, when people used to have net curtains, it was exactly the thing to go and nick your mum's net curtains when she'd taken down in the summer, and instead of washing them, you just take them out into the garden, and they'd make a fantastic
I thought she was really happy with that.
Well, she wasn't, to be honest with you. You're probably better off with a veggie mesh if you don't want to get hassle from your mum, but it's a great upcycling tip.
And if you don't have your own allotment or you're not growing your own, it's also the perfect time of year to start getting out and about and seeing what's growing in the Manx hedges, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you were having a wander around here. There's just so much alive in the hedgerows. And actually I saw something that the NFU put up, that the Isle of Man has more hedgerows per square mile than any other country in the world.
Wow.
Did you know that?
That's amazing.
I didn't.
No,
That's
I didn't.
incredible.
Gosh, how exciting. And also exciting, there are some potatoes which are, as they say, ripe for the picking. Oh, we're going to take some blueberries first.
I was just
while
thinking,
we're here,
I was standing right
Howard's
next to a ripe...
devastated because I was about to walk away from the blueberries, but we're actually going to have some, aren't we?
Well, the offer was there. I mean, I wouldn't dive in myself, but there are some ripe berries here. We just take the netting back in this bush. Come on, let's try a little bit. It's gorgeous, don't
Christy,
they?
have this one. That one looks like
Okay, here we go.
on it.
Can I pinch one around the corner here?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Looks good.
Super sweet. That's absolutely beautiful.
That's fantastic.
Blueberries are really easy to grow here on the Isle of Man. They love the climates, and they also like slightly acidic soil, and a lot of us have slightly acidic soil. So it's virtually no work at all. So.
Excellent. Well, what we'll do is we're going to cut to break for a second, but what we're going to do over the course of that time, we're going to be uprooting some potatoes on video, and so we will post that online.
That could be a first.
That's tickled your fancy, hasn't it?
Uprooting potatoes on video.
Digging up. Let's dig up some potatoes. I'm getting mixed up with my words,
Go for
H.
it.
I'm trying though. And then we are going to hear some James Morrison, because it is James Morrison's birthday, 35 today.